Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Friday, August 8th, 2025. Thanks for listening. Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Friday, August 8th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Alex Batman. Idaho's musical past will come to life this evening as musician and historian Gary Eller takes the stage at Civitan Park. Eller plans to share songs and stories dating back to 1811, when the Astoria Expedition, the first white party to cross southern Idaho, traveled through the region with a Native American woman now known as Marie Dorion. He'll tell stories like hers through music spanning from that time to the 1930s.
What you find when you kind of study story songs is that, people are basically the same as they were 4,000 years ago. You can find some of the same threads running through stories in the Bible as you do today, including complaints about politicians. And so Idaho is not an exception to that.
Originally from West Virginia, Eller says he discovered that both Idaho and his home state share common traits.
Both are mountainous, rugged, filled with individualist people, end-of-the-roaders, people that want to be left alone. And both states were based on extractive industries.
Eller also noticed that much of Idaho's musical history had not been preserved. As the founder of Idaho Songs Project, Eller and a group of musicologists have scoured archives, museums, and collections across the state to uncover lost songs that once told Idaho's story.
Yes, our mission is to find, document, interpret, and preserve pre-radio era story songs of early Idaho.
He invites anyone attending the performance to be ready to share a song or story of Idaho.
Bring your voice. If you don't want to sing the song, you can just tell me about it, and we'll go from there.
The performance is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. tonight at Civitan Park in Idaho Falls. To learn more about Eller and his work preserving Idaho's music, listen to the full interview on BYU-Idaho Radio's podcast on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Roaring Youth Jam is returning to Idaho Falls for its 24th year to showcase the world of art to young artists. The three-day festival is a fun-filled art festival along with Idaho Falls Riverwalk meant to inspire kids to get creative with paint and crafts. They can also enjoy local performers.
It really is just about exposing them to that and letting them go crazy with their creativity, and that it's okay to be messy and it's okay to break the rules and make art. Youth Jam gives them the opportunity to come and just try it out for free, and we get to see how exciting that is for them.
Georgina Goodlander is the visual arts director with the Idaho Falls Arts Council, who has helped put on Youth Jam for the past 12 years. This year's Youth Jam is looking to be one of the biggest yet. With 38 vendors and brand new performers, Goodlander is excited to see on stage.
This year, we have some very special performers coming in. There are stilt walkers on Saturday, and then tomorrow there are sway pole artists, which is a really unique performance. But we wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for all of the wonderful kind of local businesses that sponsor the event.
The event caters to children, but Goodlander says it's an activity people of all ages can enjoy. The Roaring Youth Jam will feature local musicians, dancers, and acrobats paired with crafts for kids of all ages, and it's all free.
This year we have a Youth Jam passport that kids can complete for a prize if they do all of the different art activities that we have, so I definitely want to make sure everybody gets to check them out.
The Roaring Youth Jam started yesterday and will run today and tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. To learn more about Youth Jam, head over to the Artatorium on Broadway website at artatoriumonbroadway.com.org and search Youth Jam. A motorhome hauling a passenger car was hit by a train in Rexburg yesterday. The crash happened around 4:20 p.m. at the intersection of 5th West and South Yellowstone Highway. According to EastIdahoNews.com, video shows the motorhome pulling in front of the locomotive as the train lays on its horn. The train strikes the rear of the motorhome, separating the motorhome from the attached car, both of which end up on either side of the train. Police officials say that even though the crash was severe, no one was hurt in the incident. These have been your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for August 8th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU Idaho Radio, and I'm Alex Batman.